At Sierra, discover top workout gear at incredible prices, which might lead to another discovery. Your headphones haven't been connected this whole time. Awkward. Discover top brands at unexpectedly low prices. Sierra, let's get moving.
The last show with David Cooper. Procrastinate your life away with us.
How did you look 10 years ago in 2016? Is that something you want to share with the whole world? Well, there's a new social media trend posting photos of what you looked like back then. And quite frankly, it's annoying. I'm here with Natalie Norman, a comedian based in Toronto, to discuss this trend and why it's so important for everybody's life. Natalie, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. So happy to be here. This trend is making me ill.
Okay, go on.
It's making me sick. Why is everyone posting pictures from 2016? They look like they were from 1904. They're all blurry. They've got filters, and no one looks good. And even if you were good then, looked good, the camera made you look awful. And it's what is the most shocking to me is the outfits. It's 10 years ago, and I didn't know everyone was dressing so poorly. I wasn't.
I haven't updated my wardrobe in 10 years, and I know it shows, and I know I dress badly. But come on. What were the fashion trends back then that you're so offended by?
Well, it's not the fashion trends. I'm offended by the people who's sharing those photos because their trends are so off. It's like they just learned what eyeliner was and a hairbrush. I actually think your style has aged perfectly.
Well, thank you.
I don't think
that's so kind of you.
Well, I think you know your body, you dress simple, but it's you. Everyone else looks like a maniac.
Well, okay, give me an example of someone who looks like a maniac 10 years ago.
All I know is every picture I see, my eyes start to burn. And it's like, that's what I want to talk about. Let's stop talking about how we looked at 10 years ago. I want to see the fashion that you were wearing. Pull out that clothing. And then I want you to go and pull out a coat from 1996 like I have. Okay? It's my mother's coat, and that's what I want to talk about. I don't care about your face.
What about this TikTokification of every social media platform? For those who don't use TikTok, there's these like trends, whether it's dances or posting opinions or certain types of photos. This would be a perfect example. But this trend, for whatever reason, post what you look like 10 years ago, it's infecting Facebook, it's infecting Instagram, it's infecting Twitter. I see these trends everywhere, and these are not platforms where trends go around. This is kind of a TikTok thing. It's bleeding out, the TikTokification of the internet.
Well, you know what it is? Everyone can participate because apparently everyone and their mother has pictures of themselves from 2016. Now,
shocker.
Like what I don't understand is I was way thinner at one point in 2016. I don't need you to see what I looked like when I was thin. Okay? I look better at one point, and I don't need you to think about that and look at me and go, "Oh, what happened?" Why do you all want that? Because that's what I'm looking at when I see these photos.
Now, people might not think 10 years ago is that long ago, but when we think the internet, if we just go back a little further to 2014, 15, that's when everyone was doing the ice bucket challenge. Like that was the state of social media and photo and video posting. And that's like, this is a long time ago in internet years.
And you know what? I miss the ice bucket challenge.
You should bring it back.
Ice bucket challenge for no reason at all.
It's like, somehow if I put a video online of me dumping ice on my head will cure ALS. Like it made no sense. People weren't donating money. They were just dumping ice on their head.
You are absolutely correct. But I also want to go back to the TikTokification.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if your algorithm has this, but I have another one that's happening. I have the 2016 trend, but then I have the Japanese homemade cheesecake. I don't know if you've seen this.
No, I mean, I've had them when I've been out, but I haven't seen it on the internet.
So people are learning how to make a healthier version of the Japanese cheesecake at home. And what they're doing is they're taking a Greek yogurt, listen very closely, Biscoff cookies, dipping them in the yogurt, closing the yogurt back up, putting it in, and letting it like congeal overnight. And then they're like, everyone's like, tastes exactly like a Japanese cheesecake. And I'm like, in what world are we living in? What?
Yogurt and bad cookies? Like what?
Yeah, I was like, what psychosis have we all fallen into? I feel like they're preparing us for the end of times. This is a sign the end of times is coming because we no longer apparently can afford cream cheese or ricotta to make an actual cheesecake.
So you're saying the rapture is here. It is the end times. This is proof.
Yeah, yogurt and Biscoff as a treat is insanity.
All right. Last week we did an Am I the A-hole? Am I the jerk prompt where we go to people's stories on the internet where they're genuinely asking the question if they're the one who's the jerk after some dilemma when maybe their friend group is divided or maybe their mother-in-law says they're a jerk. Let's go to a 17 going on 18-year-old's birthday party. She posted to her friends, party time. What happened?
Okay, well, would you like to read the headline and I could tell the story?
Am I the jerk for disinviting a friend to my birthday after she showed me the food that she was bringing? Now, just from that headline,
Incredible
it does
headline.
seem like, it seems like she's the jerk. Like, don't uninvite someone to your party because they say they're going to bring a brisket. I don't know why I made it Jewish, but I had to.
Well, obviously.
When we dig into the story, things get a little bit weirder. So this friend, let's call her Emily.
So Emily, this is her name for the sake of the story. She's 17, going on 18. She's having a birthday party. She invites all of her friends. One of her friends, Ryan, has a girlfriend. And Ryan politely asks, can my girlfriend come? Emily says, yes. And then Ryan's girlfriend offers to make a sweet treat or like a treat. And
Let's call her Sweet Pea.
Her name's Sweet Pea. So Sweet Pea offers to make us a sweet treat. And Emily's very gracious, and she's like, that's very kind of you. You don't have to do it. Emily then creates a group chat with everyone who's coming and says, hey, everyone, I just want to let you know, if you are bringing food, one of the people has an allergy to peanuts. Please check your items. Everyone checks the item, including Sweet Pea. She hearts the message, confirming she understands. Then Emily and Sweet Pea are talking to each other. They're texting, and Sweet Pea shows the cake she made. And Emily goes, hey, is there peanuts in it? And Sweet Pea, our darling Sweet Pea, goes,
bless her,
just a bit, just a teeny bit. And then that's when all chaos erupts. Emily's like, well, I told you I have a friend who's allergic to peanuts. And then they get into this fight where she's like, how dare you insult me? Sweet Pea's like, you're insulting me. I want to bring the cake. And Emily's like, no, you can't bring the cake. And then Emily says, you bring the cake, you're uninvited.
If it's bring something, don't have nuts, don't bring nuts. Are you that insane?
Okay. And she still wants to bring it anyways. She's not actually disinvited, by the way. Emily says it's you or the cake. And if you decide with the cake, you're not coming. And then the boyfriend decides, okay, gets involved. And he is like, well, how dare you disinvite me and Sweet Pea? She works so hard. And it's some people are calling Emily because she has a friend who's allergic to peanuts. She made it very clear. But they're putting up a hard stance that they should be allowed to come with their dessert. So is Emily
well, that is the great question. Is Emily the a-hole? No, she didn't disinvite Sweet Pea. She said it's you or the cake. She disinvited the cake because it had peanuts and her friend's allergic.
No, I'm obsessed with Sweet Pea. I love someone that has the audacity to be like, yeah, I read this. I don't care. I want to do what I want to do. And then when they do it and they get punished for it, they're like, well, screw you. We love
doubling down.
Yeah,
is that you? Is that your North Star?
Yeah, that is. But Sweet Pea is definitely got the confidence I wish I had.
Yeah, we all should be as confident as someone who's going to bring, I don't know.
And maybe kill someone.
Right? With gluten, I'm of two minds because there's celiac disease, which is like a genetic disorder. Wheat will just mess you up. And then there's people who are like, oh, I'm light gluten because I'm worried that it might upset my stomach. Those people I'm less inclined to accommodate, or just okay, I'm going to make stuff with wheat.
That's a different allergy though, right?
Agree.
Because gluten, even if you're a severe celiac, if you smell it, I don't think you're going to get sick.
I don't think you are either. Natalie Norman is here. She is a comedian. We're weighing in on this one. It sounds like the woman who threw the party is not the jerk. It's not rude to uninvite a cake to a party.
I do it all the time. If you come to my party with a cake I don't like, you're uninvited.
We're weighing in on dilemmas here with comedian Natalie Norman, who's Toronto-based. Check her out online on social media at Stalking Natalie. That's stalking like a creepy person. Natalie, welcome back.
Thank you for having me. I don't know what you see when stalking.
Oh, you do like a creepy gesture? Okay. This one is relatable. I've worked in an office at a boring mega company. I've worked on radio and interfaced with a lot of people by no fault of my own. Occasionally, someone will show up in my life that I have to interface with professionally who is my type. who might look like my girlfriend Miranda, who is hot from my vantage point. And I behave appropriately, but it can create friction. Miranda's a well-adjusted adult. I think she trusts me. I think she gets a little bit of jealousy. It's normal, whatever. It doesn't descend into dysfunction. But for some couples, like if the husband, gets on his work team, someone who's hot, the wife loses her mind, or vice versa. The husband loses his mind. This is a common problem people deal with.
This is actually I think a debate on a different level on Instagram, because as you can imagine, me as a woman, I love people talking about relationships, and there's a very strong narrative of women being like, if he likes a girl's Instagram photo, that's cheating. And I feel like this is the same vein.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't understand. Can your partner not go out in the world? Do you think if your partner doesn't interact with someone hot, do you think they still don't think they're hot? Like where is the line here?
And also if you have a partner who can't have a coworker assigned to their team without worrying about her or him, is that a partner you want?
No, that's not a part. You can't, who wants to live in that state? And I think it's this idea that it comes from this idea that your partner's in love with you, they should find no one else attractive. This mythical,
which is insane because they found you attractive. They're clearly capable of finding people attractive. It's not about what you think; it's about how you act.
Exactly. And as your partner, and I never the picture one is it's such a minuscule. It's how do you even know your partner's liking other people's pictures?
Well, that's creepy. Why are you surveilling your partner's social media likes? How do you find the photos in the first place? It's creepy.
Can you, I can't imagine you go to the office and you have your type there and your partner's mad at you. What are you supposed to do? Get them fired?
What did I do wrong? Yeah, it's funny. It's so funny. It is wild how some people think. It's your partner's waiting to cheat at any minute. Why would you want to live with someone like that? Why would you want to be with someone like that?
On the counterpoint, I do like it when a partner gets a little jealous,
Sure.
little bit, a little bit.
Again, you're not going to get mad at me for having a hot coworker. I'm not going to get mad at you for the jealous impulse. It's what you do with it. It's how you behave. I don't mind that you see a work photo with me and someone hot, but you could just make a comment oh, that makes me a little jealous. I trust you. End of story.
Well, and you use that to make more hotness in your relationship.
Ooh, ooh, baby, you find that jealous? I can't do that. That's gross on the radio. But you can be kinky, I guess. Is that you, Natalie? Are you a jealous kink person?
Well, I think a lot of people like their partner to be a little jealous because it shows that your partner is still attracted to you, and it's this idea that they want you. It's feeling desired.
Mm-hmm. I am not a jealous person, and I think Miranda, my girlfriend, would like it if I was a little jealous because it would make her feel hot. Instead, if she's oh, I went to the bar and some guy hit on me and bought me a drink, I'm oh, that's great for you. I don't care. She would like me to be
what do you look like?
Yeah, she would like me to ask questions and be upset. But I'm no, I trust you. I wouldn't be living with you if I didn't trust you.
Yeah, I think maybe a little bit. Just be oh, he did?
Okay, I got to pretend then is what you're saying.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to pretend a bit to make the other person feel desired. I think that's okay. A little bit.
What should you do because people find themselves in this predicament. They start getting serious with someone and then they change. The ugly jealousy comes out and they didn't expect it. And now they're stuck with a significant other that they're not just going to dump over one small incident. Maybe they should. I don't know. But what would you recommend to someone who finds themselves in a situation of okay, my girlfriend now has a really hot coworker. This guy's jealous. They're in this situation. What do you recommend to people?
Well, first, I want to clarify. I'm not a therapist, though I talk like one.
You're just Jewish.
I'm just I'm just an observer. I like therapy books. I read a lot of them, and I think it depends how the person reacts. If it's one time and it's small, and it's really benign, and it's a really easy conversation to have. But if it's this raging jealousy, we got a problem here. The first problem is, why does your partner feel so insecure?
I mean, there's something to be said for cheaters often accuse their partners of cheating, right?
Right. I don't think that's true either.
Okay, I'm just throwing out fake statistics.
Yeah, no, but I think jealousy often, extreme jealousy, can come from one of the partners feeling deeply insecure in the relationship. And I think that's where you start. You don't dump them because someone's insecure. You talk about why they feel insecure.
I mean, you say you're not a therapist, but honestly, your rate is amazing. You're charging our listeners right now $0, and that's great advice.
$0. You're welcome. I think it's from Esther Perel.
Oh, yeah. She's great. Mating in Captivity.
Yeah.
I haven't read the book, but it sounds like it'd be a good read. My girlfriend read it. Everyone
it's a
read it
great
during the
book.
pandemic.
That's
okay.
exactly when I read it.
Have you had friends ever come up to you and be like, oh, my boyfriend's so jealous, I don't know what to do? Like, it's this normal thing?
I've heard stories of past partners where their partners were so jealous and it really affected the partner. The partner was jealous and then it affected the person that was constantly being scrutinized. Like, if you're constantly in this cycle, like, you're going to feel anxious about who you talk to, and then the other partner feels bad when clearly there's just some deep insecurity in the relationship. I can't be certain, but that's where you start.
Okay, let's talk about you. Let's say you have an imaginary boyfriend or a real one. Don't know how much you want to disclose about your personal life.
Well, I do have a boyfriend, but thank you.
Okay, we won't get too much into the details of your boyfriend, but let's say he's employable. Who knows if he is? Let's say he has a job, and one day on his team, someone who looks exactly like you, you're gorgeous, you're his type. We know this. You're welcome. I meant every word. Okay, let's say at work, this woman, her name is Natalie. She is now on his team. Does he have to come home and tell you that Natalie's on his team? If he doesn't tell you, is that weird? Like, what's the protocol here?
Well, I think for me and my relationship is like we tell each other about all the people we meet in general.
Okay, so if he doesn't tell you, it's weird.
Yeah, but I don't, it depends if he's like, well, I think he would tell me because I think he would think it was funny.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly like where I'm at in my relationship. If I end up with a guest on my show who looks just like Miranda, I tell her. And if I don't tell her, it'll get weird. I'm like, why didn't you tell me?
Yeah, I think it's weirder if like you're unintentionally not telling them. Like if it's by accident, fine. But if it's like someone that looks like you, you're like, oh, like, why didn't you tell? That's weirder.
Okay. So everyone at home listening, if you get assigned a hot coworker, you got to tell your spouse, your girlfriend, your boyfriend.
No, it's not that you got to tell them. It's like if you're intentionally keeping it from them, you have to ask yourself why you're keeping that from them. Like if it comes up organically, great. If it doesn't, also great. But if you feel to yourself like, I can't tell my partner about this person, there's the problem.
It's either you're worried about their jealousy, which is a problem, or you're trying to keep it your little sexy secret, which is also a problem.
Yeah. I just like, also I got to say my boyfriend's attracted to so many people. So like I'm very used to this. Like he thinks people are good looking where I think people aren't. So that's where the problem is.
Some men are just wired that way. I don't think I am. I have a friend who would like come over to my house and he'd be like, oh, on the subway ride over, I saw this like amazingly hot woman on the subway. And then he'd stop talking and I'd be like, is that your whole story? And he'd be like, yeah. I'm like, that's not a regular story. That's not a notable thing to have happened during your day, you horn dog.
But yeah, and that's the thing. Like to me, I'm like, if I notice someone, it's because they're doing something weird. It's not because they're attractive. I'm like, oh, but like for him, he thinks people are attractive. And I think that's also a nice thing because I don't. I think the average person is unattractive. Sorry, controversial.
No, I get it. So the major takeaways, if your partner is extremely jealous about a hot coworker, you got to get to the root of the jealousy. You should only tell them if it would be normal to tell them. Don't keep it a secret. Don't be weird around it. And is that it? Is that the learnings today?
Yeah, I think this is those sound advice. I want to say that. Like I may not be qualified, but I think this is a good take.
What's medical school or a psychology program when you can just give hot takes on the radio?
Exactly. I mean, isn't that what Mel Robbins is doing anyways?
There you go. Natalie Norman, check her out. She's a Toronto-based comedian. Natalie, any places we can find you doing gigs soon if you're in the Toronto area, listener?
Yeah, just go to my Instagram at Stalking Natalie, and sometimes I post them.
Welcome to Survivor 50.
February 25th on Global.
We chose you to represent 25 years of the greatest adventure on television.
It's the biggest season ever.
The twist is going to open up Pandora's box. Now I see Zach Brown on Survivor.
Welcome to Survivor, Mr. Beast.
Feels a little like a high school reunion meets a massacre.
Survivor 50th season, Wednesday, February 25th on Global. Stream on Stack TV.